Hello folks, welcome to another round of Modern. It is Dylan from Alternate Universes, and we're bringing you another round of Modern. I know I just said that, but it felt like saying it twice. On the left we have Harley Smale playing Golgari Yawgmoth, and on the right we have Chris Cherubini playing Amulet Titan. If you want the colors for Amulet Titan, it's Simic. I don't know, technically you can make 4 different colors. Actually, all 5. It's 5 color. Titan can make all 5 colors in the deck without Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Alright, so Harley is going to Verdant Catacombs, fetch a forest, play a Ignoble Hierarch. Chris is just going to go Saga Pass. And Harley is going to play what looks like a Twilight Mire. It's either that or a Peatland, I think. The saturation's a little off, so I can't really tell. But he played a Wall Roots into a Stranglerootgeist, punching in for 3 damage. Now, Titan leading on Saga is either extremely scary or his hand sucks. I feel like there's just like no in between. Ideally, Saga Amulet on 1 is like where you want to be because you can double Amulet on 3 and you can just do all types of nasty things. But straight up Saga is still good. It guarantees you Amulet Titan, Amulet of Vigor on 3. But I don't know. It's risky business, especially if you're going first and your opponent, you don't know what your opponent's on. Like if you're against blue like a troll and they just march you and you're just sad. Not that I think you should ever play around the blind march if you don't know what your opponent's on. Alright. There's a Yawgmoth on the board for Harley. The Geist is attacking in. I was trying to think of a way to shorten Stranglerootgeist in my head, and I could not get the Geist quick enough. Hoorah, baby. Now, if you're watching this video, that means I was able to get it out in time. If it's Friday, you might notice the video's coming out a little bit later this week. I had to cover a shift at the store for my normal work-from-home day. So we're doing this a little bit later in the week, aka I'm recording this on Friday. But if you're watching this today, on Friday, that means I was able to get this done in time. And I can advertise to you that we're having a MTG Store Championship at Alternate Universes Bluebell Saturday, a.k.a. October 15th, a.k.a. the day after I upload this video. It'll be a Modern Store Championship where top 8 receives a fancy Gilded Goose, a foil one, and 1 non-foil with our name on it. And then the winner will receive a full art Omnath Locus of Creation foil and an Omnath Locus of Creation full art non-foil with our name stamped on it. WotC sent us the wrong stuff at first, and then they corrected it and sent us extra copies. So we just want to give them back to the players. Registration begins at 11. Play begins at noon. It's our normal affair. It's regular REL, so there is no Decklists, and I don't believe there's going to be a judge there tomorrow, just because it's like a regular thing. I will be playing in it, so I will not be recording it. I have to try and win some big angry jelly beans, as it is one of my favorite cards. So yeah, if you're watching this past October 15th, hopefully I won. Likelihood that I did, very low, but hey. Let's get back to the game. Chris is going into turn 3 here. That Saga. Going to float a colorless mana off of it. Going to trigger and go get an artifact. Probably getting that Amulet of Vigor. Boom. There to be. Harley, I believe, is setting up for a kill pretty soon. Yawgmoth, Stranglerootgeist. I don't know what's in his hand. He's got the Blood Artist in hand. Now, I think I ask this every time I have Yawgmoth, someone who plays Yawgmoth on camera. And I don't know if I've gotten the answer yet. Yawgmoth players, if you were watching this, why do you prefer to play Blood Artist over Zulapar Cutthroat? Is there a specific reason? Am I just missing something? Alright, so we put a Bounce Wind in play. We played a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I think we're trying to figure out what we were doing here. Extra land for turn is going to play Talaria West. Untaps because the Amulet just passes the turn. is able to play Titan next turn if he doesn't die. However, Harley's just shown him the Blood Artist, so I'm assuming Harley has a kill here. Oh, he has a Court Calling in his hand. He very much has a kill here. It's going to make mana off the wall and the Ignoble playing the Blood Artist. It's going to go 1-2. Play a wall. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and he's going to chord for Yawgmoth here. 1, 2, 3. Yup.
Yeah, you got it.
And we have Cortex equals 1.
Okay. So, yeah.
And Chris is going to scoop it up. Harley's going to take game 1. If you don't know how that ends there, and you haven't played Yawgmoth and you're interested, or you just haven't played against Yawgmoth, he will go search for, most likely, Yawgmoth there in that situation. And as he has an Undying creature already on the board, a Blood Artist, and a Yawgmoth there in position, he can just continuously sack one of the Undying creatures, drain his opponent with the Blood Artist, bring back that Undying creature, the +1/+1 counter on it, sack the other one to Yawgmoth's ability, put a -1/-1 counter on the one that has a +1/+1 counter, rinse, wash, repeat. And then eventually your opponent dies. Harley's going to cast a Thoughtseize here. Take a look at Chris's hand. We see Summoner's Pact, Sakura Tribuilder from some commander deck. Let me tell you how I was looking at Chris's deck before round 1. I was like, what the is this card? And I was like, oh my god, it's Steve. Alright, taking a Pact. Does not care about the Snake Man, which is reasonable. I don't think I would care about Steve either in this situation. At best, it gets you a Forest.
Saga go. That's a good draw.
Now, draws Urza Saga, plays Urza Saga.
Yep.
I was going to go Dryad Arbor, Birds of Paradise. Now, I'm interested. I don't know if I would have played the Saga here, honestly. I think... I don't know. It's probably not that bad. Because you could, this turn you could sack Steve, go get a Forest, and then use the Saga activated ability to make a construct with the Forest. Because Steve puts it in tap, but I mean, we'll untap it. I'm not sure. I think there's an argument to play the Steve on 2. Sack it, get the Forest out of the deck. You're still, you know, even on land drops then. Because like the bouncing goes back to your hand, but you can just replace it with a Forest from the Steve activation. Thins your deck, so you don't have to worry about. I don't know which line I like better. The construct line is sweet too. Harley has Blood Artist in hand. I think that was the only card I can really tell. Eldritch Evolution, Yawgmoth, maybe? There's a Retro Frame black card in there, and I'm pretty sure that's Yawgmoth. Unless it's another copy of Thoughtseize, but... This matchup's really interesting. It's... And by really interesting, I mean it feels more so like two ships passing in the night game 1, where whichever combo deck gets their combo finished quicker, they're going to win. Games 2 and 3, there's a little bit more interaction from both players. Yawgmoth gets, like, Force of Vigor, which is much better against Chris's deck than anything Chris really has in the board.
I'm going to go get another Amulet.
Alright, second Amulet coming down here. Did make another construct.
And then I'll move to combat.
Showing he does not, or more than likely does not have a Titan in hand. Has Simic Growth Chamber. I don't think we know anything else.
Yeah. 14. Post combat, I'm going to play...
Pretty sure it's Yawgmoth in Harley's hand.
I'll play Garrison.
Oof, drew the Boros Garrison too. That's painful. There are 2 lands every Titan player does not want to draw. It's Boros Garrison and Slayer Stronghold. Cultivator Colossus made that a little bit easier because, like, you can put them into play off the Cultivator effect, or the Colossus effect. But still does not feel good. One of our, he hasn't shown up in a while, but one of our resident Titan players, his name's Jesse, he routinely draws Boros Garrison, as if it's almost his job. He would like come up, I just remember him coming up to me after every round and be like, Dylan, would you like to know how many times I drew Boros Garrison that game, or that match?
So if you draw Titan or Pack,
No, Jesse, no I don't.
Land, make 4 mana, use this, cast Titan, get a Vasuva, make this, haste it, attack me with
Harley, doing math here, figuring out
another, doesn't matter.
what Chris is able to do. Talked about it before. Harley is a very deliberate player. You know, he thinks out his plays. Does not, he very rarely does something without careful consideration. Which makes it entertaining to watch. Alright, here's Yawgmoth, the Thoran Physician. Protection from humans. It's a 2/4. And it has a wildly good activated ability. And then has a pretty decent activated ability on top of that, too. You can proliferate any target, or any number of targets.
Yeah.
It's like the forgotten mode of Yawgmoth. I've seen Harley do some really cool stuff with that mode, too. I've done some okay things. There was a time, I think, earlier this year, I actually played a modern local and played 4 rounds on camera. That was something. Alright, so we get draw a card off Yawgmoth. Alright, playing Verdant Catacombs here, fetching. Harley just needs to find another Undying creature and he can just kill Chris on the spot. He's missing the mana to do it, but... Yeah, is he? Blood Artist. 1, 2... Has he used Wall this turn yet? If he's used Wall, he can't. But he can super kill him next turn. Alright, Falsies. We have... Explorer, land. Oh, no, that's Crumbling Vestige. That's triple land.
It's Peak and Shock.
Looks ever so slightly like the dual deck art for Explorer. Right, drew the Yawgmoth.
And what was your hand, by the way? It was blue,
Yeah,
green,
sure. Blue, green,
Slayer.
Crumbling Vestige Forest.
Writing down the cards in hand. Out of the Forest, a Simic Growth Chamber, and a Crumbling Vestige. One of my favorite lands in Titan. Very simple card, but I like it a lot.
Right?
Alright, pass on the turn.
Okay. Gonna give this one +2/+0. Vigilance haste.
Alright, it's going to activate the Slayer Stronghold, giving +2 Vigilance and Haste. Attacking in for 6 damage here. Not attacking with the other construct.
Block before damage.
Yeah.
Going to sack the Birds of Paradise, targeting the Strangle Rootgeist.
7.
Going down to 7 life here, drawing a card. Going to sack the Strangle Rootgeist after probably declaring blocks with it.
Do I have to sacrifice that? I don't think I do. I don't think I have to make an move here. Maybe I do though. Yeah, I'll try it. Okay. Go to 6. Draw.
Sacks the Geist.
Still in combat.
Yep. One counter on the construct. Going to Force of Vigor, pitching Eldritch Evolution, killing off both amulets here.
I did that to you last time too.
The one construct will die, as
It
it's,
wasn't super.
it was only, it's only a 2/2, and it has 3 -1 counters on it.
Oh, yes.
And this construct is punching in for 3 currently. I think it got blocked. I think they established that. Passes it in. Make a man off wall.
I
Play
don't know
the
if this
wolf.
was on the right counter. I don't want the people on YouTube to like have a meltdown because I knocked the dice
Land
around.
for turn.
They can also suck my dick.
Blood Artist.
You don't have to have
And
that.
that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you got it.
Kill you. Okay.
Yeah,
So I
because
could've
he's
played
going to
Steve.
concede. Harley's going to take 2-0 with Golgari Yawgmoth over Amulet Titan. Thank you for watching, folks, and have a great rest of your day.
I just thought it was like giving more information that I didn't need to do for my unknown.
Plus, the